Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The president just announced that he is deploying a federal task force to Memphis to confront the surge in violence and crime. I want to assure every citizen of DeSoto County that your safety is our top priority. We are fully prepared to protect our community from any criminal activity that attempts to spill across our county line. I have contacted the Mississippi Department of Corrections and requested that they remove all state prisoners from our jail. This will create additional space in our correctional facility. We are putting every resource on alert. Our deputies are ready. Our tow truck operators are prepared. If you come into DeSoto County to commit a crime, you will be arrested, your vehicle will be towed, and you will go to jail, period.
Hey, first and foremost, man, shout out to Sheriff Thomas Tuggle for making room in his county jail for ICE officers. That is too funny, man. But you know, as much as I want to celebrate, I can't, because if you really pay attention, it seems like we're getting closer and closer to a civil war.
Shalom, shalom. This is your brother Kahan from the GMS Prophetic Vibration Campaign Trinidad with another edification through the power and spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So first and foremost, Kal Halayam La Alahayanawa Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash Barakata Yahweh Barakata Yahushai Barakata Yahweh Barakata Yahushai Barakata Yahweh Barakata Yahushai. Double honors unto the apostles, the bishops, the elders, a great millstone that rule well. Salutation unto the brothers who preaching and teaching us truth throughout the four corners of the earth, risking their lives and the freedom to do so now more than ever. Shalom unto the speckled Israelites, along with the very few but faithful Akwat, which is the sisters. Yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Civil war is coming. Right? A civil war is coming on the streets of Babylon, America, yeah, to a city or in a city near you. Yeah, a civil war is coming. All right, a civil war is coming. Okay, because this man they call Trump, yeah, aka Nero, alright, he is doing things which is actually, you know, he's just following orders by the elites, the powers that be, alright, but he's doing things that is stirring up strife, alright, amongst the people that, you know, there's a separation, a split. All right, because there are those who in support, with Trump and what he is doing and his policies, and that nonsense of make America great again, by any means necessary, even if it means to go against the Constitution and override the Constitution and bring about executive orders and these things, yeah. All right, and then there are those who we would say are patriots, all right, and they are for the Constitution and all what the Constitution stands for and what have you, so forth, and besides that, they see all other sorts of draconian measures that he is carrying about, you understand? So there is a split. There is a split. All right, there is a split. America is a nation divided. All right, there is a scripture I want to get out. I get a red letter, but first, let me see if a nation B T-E-V I real T-I-V-I KJV. Alright. I will use Mark while I go to the book of Mark. Alright, Mark 3:24. I will come to the blue letter, Bible, so I could get it in red letter. Alright, so, alright, Mark 3 and 24. So it says, I'll start at 23. Alright. Mark, a matter of fact, I'll read it in the NLT. Alright. I'll read it in the NLT. Because that's the main reason why I come here. Mark 3:23, it says, Yahushua called them over and responded with an illustration. How can Satan cast out Satan, he asked. The point, verse 24. A kingdom divided by civil war will collapse. Yeah? A kingdom divided by civil war will collapse. Okay? Similarly, a family splintered by feuding will fall apart. Alright? Will fall apart. So this is what is taking place with America. They are a nation divided. Alright? And it's to the breaking point of civil war. Alright? Which was prophesied. Okay? Pursuant to Isaiah chapter 19, and I will start at 1. Isaiah 19 and 1, where it reads, the burden of Egypt. Behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence. All right, this is speaking about America. All right, and the heart of Egypt, all right, which is the spirit of Egypt, and all what they stand for, all what, they live by, and what have you, so forth, shall melt in the midst of it. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. All right, so this is blatant all-out civil war that is on the brink. It's no longer on the horizon. All right, it's no longer on the horizon. Lines are being drawn, sides are being picked. Okay? All right? People are standing for whatever they believe in, or whatever they stand for, So the only result that is going to come about with this is all-out war, civil war. All right? Because there are those who are for the Constitution and what have you, so forth. All right? And is against the powers that be, that is not for the Constitution, overriding the Constitution and what have you, so forth. All right? Just the other day, they had a big meeting with all these generals, over 900 generals, all right, in front of the Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, all right, before the Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, along with Trump and what have you, so forth. And you could read between the lines and hear the rhetoric, all right? The president speaking of what? The president speaking of, we pretty soon we will have to go to war against the population. All right? Against the population. And we all know, these military men, these military leaders, they all signed up. When they sign up, they swore to pledge allegiance to the Constitution. All right? And what these people, what these puppets, which we are happy that this is taking place, but hey, what these puppets, Trump and so forth, pursuant to the New World Order and what have you, so forth, which have to come about by the way of chaos, they could give two squats about the Constitution and what have you, so forth. All right, because they know in order for them to have their New World Order, they literally have to override the Constitution. It's plain and simple. In order for them to achieve their new world order, they have no choice but to override, but to get rid of the Constitution, which is the sovereign rights of the people. And the people, they are not going to stand by that. Right now, a lot of the people, they are docile. All right, and they're going to stay docile, but there are those that is waking up, all right, to the bullshit that is actually taking place. Okay? And they are ready to make a stand. And that stand will be by a rifle, all right, going into battle and shedding blood. So yes, a civil war is going to take place. All right, all these deportations that this man has been doing over the period of time, all right, which is really and truly targeting Jake, which we told you all these things that is going to take place. All right, we the men of great millstone, starting from the apostles and the bishops and the elders. You know, we told you all these things will be taking place. You know. And, you know, it's ticking people off, man. It's ticking people off. A lot of people, you know, they're getting fed up. All right? The cost of living high. All right? Infrastructure deteriorating. Debt, they're in heavy debt. And what have you, so for they can't survive. Whilst ton loads of money is being sent to Israel and Ukraine, all right, ton loads of money is being sent to Israel and Ukraine, all right. Ukraine with Ukraine a senseless lost war, long lost war, and well, with Israel we don't know a genocide, you know. Whilst that money could have been used for the people, the benefit of the people and what have you so forth, but it just goes to show the government really don't give two shit about the people. And proof of that, you know, is the policy that is being carried out, ICE agents and what they call them, the National Guard and things being deployed to harass the people, harass the citizens, infringe on their rights, and what have you so forth. So yeah, a civil war is about to take place. You're correct. That guy there in that clip there that I played, he's correct. A civil war is about to take place. So it says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. Yeah, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof. All right, all the counsel, whether it is the counsel of those who fighting against the government to save the Constitution and try to save America from the clutches of the elites, the bankers and what have you so forth, or whether it be the bankers themselves and the elites and all their minions, all right, both their counsel shall fail. All right, both their counsel shall fail. All right. And I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to their idols and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards. And the Egyptians will I give over into the hands of a cruel lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahshai, power of hosts. And this is what is taking place. All right, America is in the hands of a cruel lord, which is Trump. All right, and Trump is showing, Trump is showing his true horns. All right, Trump is showing his two horns. This is what it is. America is done for. As the scripture say, we would have healed Babylon, but she can't be healed, man. America is done for. Yeah, Second Ezra's. Let's go to that. Second Ezra's 15. And I will start at 14? 2nd Esdras 15 and 14, it says, Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword of their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hand. Man, this is what is about to take place on the streets of America. All right? This is what is about to take place. A serious, all-out, civil war. All right? For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor their princes. So they're not going to care about what Congress have to say, what the president, the mayor, the governor, all right, the people. They're not good. They're fed up. All right? They're fed up. And then you have the supporters of the whole nonsense that is taking place that is going to fight tooth and nail. All right? To keep Trump and his policies, his Make America Great Again policies and all these things. So yeah, that's what is going to take place. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor their princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Alright? Because all rule and law and what have you so forth is going to be broken down. It's going to come to nothing. It's going to come to naught. Alright? This is what it is. This is what it is. Babylon cannot be healed. A civil war is imminent. Alright? Because all these things is prophecy. These things was prophesied. And I will leave with this last scripture here. I will leave with this last scripture here. As I'm speaking on, it is prophesied, Isaiah 55 and 10. It reads, For as the rain cometh down and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please. And it shall prosper. It shall prosper into the thing whereto I sent it. And this word, this prophecy of civil war to take place in Babylon, it's not going to fall void. Alright? It's not going to fall void. It's coming. It's imminent. So hey, I hope you all was edified through the power and spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay, this is your brother Kahan from the GMS Prophetic Vibration signing out. Saying, Ka'alayam la alahaya nawa Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Akakodash. Double honors unto the apostles, the bishops, the elders, a great milestone that rule well. Salutation unto the brothers who preaching and teaching, to the speckled Israelites, the Akwat, the very few. Shalom, shalom, shalom.